and say what he's going to say, we're going to hear him say it. Aaron.
General Hertling, how do you connect these dots? Possible referendums making Ukrainian territory, quote unquote, Russian, having martial law pass the Duma, mass mobilization now on the table, perhaps imminently. How do you put it all together, General?
Well, what I'd say, Aaron, is Putin has backed into a corner. He has failed in each one of the first three phases of this operation. He failed miserably in phase one. He had to readjust to phase two. He failed in the Donbass. He's seeing failure in phase three. Ukraine is conducting very good offensive operations and really basically beating the Russian military. So he is backed into a corner. There have been a lot of discussions about what can he do next. Mobilization has been the key, but what we're talking about here in terms of mobilization is a group of reservists who are untrained between the ages of 18 and 60 who received their training probably years or even decades ago and who don't have uniforms, equipment, or the capability to conduct operations being thrown into the fight. You mix that along with the referendums in Kherson, in Zaporizhia, in Donetsk and Luhansk, and you're talking about Russia saying, you attack any of those provinces which the world sees as Ukrainian territory, and you're attacking Mother Russia, it doesn't make sense. He is on his last legs, and he's throwing out some things to try and get his population on his side. I just don't think it's going to work on the world stage.
And that, of course, leads us to what he may do if it doesn't succeed. Seth, but first, I want you to show us what the situation is on the ground. You just heard Ben's reporting that there have been sirens again in Kharkiv, right, which had the successful counteroffensive by the Ukrainians. What are you seeing on the ground from the latest intelligence that you have, and how does that play into what seems to be Putin's plan now to significantly escalate the war as he sees it?
Well, Aaron, I think as we've just heard, the reason that Vladimir Putin is escalating the political situation, and we're seeing also attempts to annex parts of Ukrainian territories because his forces are badly losing. The maps that we produced, for example, of the disposition of both Ukrainian and Russian forces show Ukrainian advances units, for example, like the Ukrainian 10th Mountain Brigade, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, and the 115th Mechanized Brigade that have pushed forward to areas east of the Oskil River and continue to effectively conduct